tonight, finishing things off, we're going to be taking a look at the director's preview, which should hopefully give us some more insight into a lot of stuff. Stay
Yeah,
tuned.
each developers are gonna be talking about each aspects of this game, so we'll see what they gotta
Let's
say.
find out.
안녕하세요. NC소프트 김택진입니다. 저는 오늘 MMORPG를 좋아하는 게이머로서 TL을 소개하려고 합니다. MMORPG는 정답이 없는 게임입니다. 출발점은 모두 동일하지만 누군가는 보고 싶은 것을 위해 세상 저 너머로 여행을 떠나고 누군가는 세상의 정점이 되고 싶다는 목표로 집단을 만들기도 하며 누군가는 가지고 싶은 것을 위해 부를 축적하고 누군가는 다른 사람과 이야기 나누는 시간을 즐기기도 합니다. 누구든 자기만의 방식으로 다양한 이야기를 만들고 즐길 수 있는 세계. 바로 이런 자유가 제가 MMORPG를 좋아하는 이유이며 그런 세상이 TL입니다. 배틀 커뮤니티를 기반으로 한
You know what that sounds like? What he just said of like the whole boundless freedom and you make your own story, whatever.
Yeah.
That sounds exactly like the ads for Albion Online. And I have not heard anything good about Albion Online.
Albion Online is the most fun game you can play for the first 6 minutes of your life. I tried it. It was so cool until all I had to do was mine fucking wood for like an hour.
Oh my god.
So fucking draining. Actually, that's why I spiced it up with rocks.
But in Albion Online, you make your own story.
I think it's true if you can fucking fight to play the game that long.
Yeah. So that's, I mean, this is just marketing bullshit. This isn't.
This is marketing bullshit, but they get like look at that little dragon fuck. Like, is that an enemy?
Dragon,
is that you?
Like it looks cool. Don't get me wrong. It looks really cool. It's just stop giving me marketing bullshit and just show me what the game looks like.
Nobody
I
does
can't
that.
trust marketing bullshit, but I can trust if you just show me like an hour of raw gameplay and I'm like, that looks like a fun thing to do, then I'll do it.
전투와 경쟁으로 이루어진 Throne. 환경이 살아있는 월드에서 모험과 자유를 만끽하는 리버티. 그리고 국가와 세대를 초월하여 우리 모두 함께하는 엔드까지. TL, Throne and Liberty는 모두가 모두 함께하는
The dividing walls of nationalities and generation gaps are meaningless? What does it mean by that?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm trying to...
Yeah, because like anyone can play video games. Not everybody should, you know, but so everyone can, right? Like I wouldn't put a 3-year-old in a COD lobby in Modern Warfare 2 because that baby's gonna come out with an enhanced vocabulary.
But come out with some hair on its chest.
Everyone can play video games. Like it's a hobby that anybody can be interested in if they want to. It's not something that's exclusive to certain age groups. We've seen this before with, you know, plenty of old people play video games. It's more than you'd think. You know, a lot of adults grew up with like Pac-Man or Super Mario and like arcade games, right? And now as they go older, they see what the industry's become and they stick with it. So I think what he's talking about is making something that has enough of an appeal to a broad enough audience that anyone can play it. It's a game for anyone to play, and in theory could be marketed to everyone.
It's a marketing scheme. We all understand. Just fucking play the goddamn video.
Yeah, it's marketing bullshit again.
We don't need to overanalyze.
We know what throne means. We know what liberty means, and we know what and means.
엔드까지. TL, Throne and Liberty는 모두가 즐길 수 있는 Play for All을 향해 개발되었습니다. 그리고 이런 TL의 특징을 가장 잘 표현하고 즐길 수 있는 플랫폼이 PC와 콘솔이라 생각합니다. 모바일에서는 느낄 수 없는 MMO만의 가치와 감성이 PC와 콘솔에서 살아날 수 있다고 믿습니다. 그럼 지금부터 TL의 세상을 정식으로 여러분들께 소개하겠습니다.
Oh shit, been invited.
VIP.
with berries.
안녕하세요. TL 캠프의 PD 안종욱입니다. 리버티는 TL의 세계를 구성하는 근간입니다. 리버티라는 뿌리에서 시작해서 사람들이 얽히고 설켜 스론이라는 꽃이 피는 것이 TL이 그리는 세계입니다. 월드는 게임의 가장 핵심적인 요소이자 시작입니다. 거대한 하나의 연결된 구조로 만들어진 월드는 사람과 사람과 세계를 단절시키지 않고 서로 끊임없이 상호작용하게 해주는 토대입니다. 보통 지하 던전이라고 하면 입구와 던전이 분리되고 던전 안에서도 여러 층으로 분리된 공간으로 구성하는 경우가 많은데 저희는 그 모든 공간을 하나로 연결했습니다. 단번에 던전의 마지막 층으로 이동할 수도 서로 다른 층에 있는 유저들에게 도움을 줄 수도 피해를 줄 수도 있습니다. 던전의 안과 밖, 위아
Aid can be given or damage can be dealt to players on any floor.
Oh fuck yeah, bro! For the griefers and the trolls.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, baby,
that,
bring it on!
I don't
I'm ready for the
necessarily
rage.
like that because what he obviously this isn't going. This is all just marketing bullshit. He isn't going into detail about how PvP is going to work, but if it really is just like PvP just happens whenever, you can just attack somebody whenever you want, it's going to be very fucking difficult to get like anything done if people like form like a guild of just griefers that just fuck people up whenever they try and do something. That worries me a little bit. I don't want to get ganked while I'm trying to clear a boss in a dungeon and just have all my shit get taken, or just have to wait until these fucking no-lifers log off or something. Yeah, that's a little worrying. You know, the whole like, freedom to go anywhere, do anything. If you give gamers the freedom to be an asshole, they are going to be an asshole every single time.
You say that, but Nico's loving every part of this.
Yeah, that's because Nico's a psychopath. But like,
Fucking
and you know, yeah, some
normal
people
person.
do like that. Some people do like that. People play Rust for some reason. So yeah, obviously people like it somehow. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just
I
pointing that
love
out.
PvP, but I also like there to be a time where I just want to chill and just vibe and take in the scenery. Yeah, I like that too. That's for me though.
Exactly. Yeah.
No, but we'll
PvP
just
is
see how-
fine. Griefing, however, is not. That's just fucking with people who are trying to enjoy the game.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to see how this plays out. Sure.
Yeah.
서로 다른 층에 있는 유저들에게 도움을 줄 수도 피해를 줄 수도 있습니다. 던전의 안과 밖, 위와 아래가 연결됨으로써 공간적인 경험을 모두가 공유하게 됩니다.
We hope that players can share this facial experience.
Well, I mean, remember, this is coming from Korean to English, so it may not translate directly. But what he's talking about, though, does sound really cool because, I mean, if you guys have ever been like urban exploring and you just poke around places and just do, you know, little gremlin shit like that, it's kind of like it's like what he's describing. There's no like loading screen when you go explore somewhere, so that getting immersed into exploration like that would be pretty easy, and that would be really fun. You know, because he's talking about like all of it's seamless, it's all smooth. You just go, you just walk in, you just do things. So that sounds really cool. So.
Yeah, this open world dungeon thing seems really interesting. Sure.
그리고 단순히 필드를 뛰어다니는 것만이 아니라 입체적으로 구성된 지형에서 자신만의 루트를 만들어갈 수 있습니다. 저희가 월드를 하나의 연결된 구조로 만든 이유는 사람들이 모이고 같이 생활하면서 사회를 구성하고 그 안에서 스스로의 존재감을 찾아가는 것이 MMO의 본질적인 부분이라고 생각했기 때문입니다. 모두가 동시에 게임을 시작해서 같이 역사를 써나가면서 수많은 추억과 경험을 만들고 공유하는 세상을 보여주고 싶었습니다. 날씨와 환경은 현실감을 강화하는 시각적인 효과뿐만 아니라 살아 숨쉬며 유저에게 영향을 주는 유기적인 컨텐츠입니다. 살아있는 월드는 환경에 잘 적응하고 이를 활용할 수 있는 유저들에게 다양한 선택지를 제공할 수 있게 합니다. 환경 변화에 따라 지형의 형태가 달라질 수도 있고
Depending on changes in the settings, terrain may feel different.
That's cool.
It's raining in this.
The dynamic weather.
Yeah, it's raining and then that's flooding right there.
생명체들의 생태의 변화.
is to explore, like change your form. So now you like instead of shapeshifting into a bird, shapeshifting like a fucking dolphin.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool. Maybe there's certain dungeons that can only be accessed during certain
Yeah.
weather.
Yeah.
Like maybe if something's too cold, then you can't go through a door because it's frozen. But once it like thaws out, then you can.
But it also unlocks a new boss.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'm also wondering, because you said like players who start together may end up writing history together. I'm wondering if that means players will be able to like build their own structures or like their own strongholds or whatever. Because
Doubtful, but
players
that would be sick.
that would be sick, but that's also where Ashes of Creation went wrong when they had that kind of base building stuff go on with their MMO. So I think it'd be very cool if they did. However, I think it would be dangerous to try, if that makes sense. Because there's a lot that can go wrong with that. But I'm just wondering how much, like, even if you had like 1,000 people in a clan, what could that 1,000 people actually do as a collective in the world? That's what I'm interested in finding out. I wonder, with like the ecosystem changing, you know how like you'll have like alchemy or like herbalism and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I wonder if certain ingredients will only be available during certain seasons, during certain like ecosystem periods, or however it ends up working. That
Yeah.
could be interesting, but also very frustrating. So I don't know.
They're
But
probably
it
gonna
also
do
makes
that.
things exciting, dude. Because then, like, you see people like that could also drive the market. How people are,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That'd be. I
selling
think it'd be
stuff, and
really
they're like,
cool.
Yeah, that's what they said for the loot table drops for like specific like good weapons. Like there's specific weapons in the morning that drop for bosses, and then at nighttime there's different. Something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, to keep it fresh.
가 생기기도 합니다. 그리고 이런 변화를 통해서 촉발되는 컨텐츠들도 존재합니다. 이것은 게임에서 설계한 자연 법칙에 따라 개연성을 가지고 일관되게 나타나는 현상들이고, 그래서 이 규칙을 이해하고 응용할 수 있는 유저들은 이런 환경 변화를 스스로 만들어낼 수도 있습니다. 예측이 가능한 낮과 밤은 앞으로의 플레이에 대한 계획을 세울 수 있게 하고, 예측이 불가능한 날씨와 바람은
The fact that you said like players who understand this law can change the environment. That is interesting. I wonder what he means.
In PvP, like if you were one of the top players, you would literally get an ability to change the weather at will. Like that's what I told you. Remember, I told you that like
yeah, I remember you
the,
telling me about that.
they were saying
Yeah,
they
that
wanted to add exclusive features for PvP and PvE, I guess.
that sounds like it could go a couple of different ways. The first way that came to mind was just, oh fuck, that sounds awful because one, super sweaty no lifer is just gonna fuck everyone over with the weather. Or, that sweaty no lifer finally gets it, tries it, and it's completely useless. And it just doesn't do anything substantial, really. And it's just underwhelming. And then it feels like there's no real reward for grinding PvP that much. Or maybe somewhere in between. And I don't know. But that sounds interesting in a concerning way, if that makes sense.
Nico, if you notice right here in the left and the right screen, like when he's using the same ability, but the right it's striking 3 of those preempts.
yeah, Gandalf's got some shit going on.
Yeah, so apparently like depending on the weather too and the like what's going on, your spell abilities and stuff will change too.
That's cool. It's also very scary because, like, for people who played Warframe, like in Limbo,
Yep.
you gotta really pay attention. Yeah, Equinox. Oh, she's got 3 different abilities for each form, for each.
Oh, yep.
It's a lot of shit to focus on. So hopefully it doesn't drastically change it to where you gotta really like pay attention.
Yeah, I mean, from what it looks like, on the left, it's still just blast an enemy with lightning, and then on the right, it's still blast an enemy with lightning. So it looks like it's more or less the same thing. It just does what it does a little bit differently. I don't think it'll matter too much until you get to like the really sweaty levels.
대응을 요구하게 됩니다. 환경은 월드의 끊임없이 작은 변화, 변수를 만들어내는 요소이며, 이 변화들은 월드에 생동감을 부여하고 플레이를 다채롭게 만들어줍니다. 월드의 이야기를 만드는 것에도 많은 공을 들였습니다. 궁극적으로 MMO는 유저들이 만들어 나가는 역사가 곧 그 게임의 이야기가 되지만, 그 역사가 펼쳐질 무대를 흥미롭게 꾸며놓는 것도 매우 중요합니다. 유저는 과거와 현재, 미래가 이어지는 시점을 초월하는 이야기를 직접 플레이로 경험하면서 이 세계에 등장하는 수많은 인물들 그리고 그들의 이야기를 알게 되고 이를 통해 이 세계를 더 현실감 있게 느끼고 이해할 수 있습니다.
Oh, this scene.
That looks
This scene
sick.
looks so badass. Like there's so much to take in from this scene. This big ass golem. There's a wizard in front of it. Then there's
Yep.
just you. Like, what's up? Yeah, this looks really badass. And even
Yep.
though a lot of people don't care about a story in an MMO, I'm glad they have it for those who, like to partake in that. Like me, like something chill to do, like the narrative aspect.
Oh yeah.
Where I like to vibe.
I mean, Skyrim did something kind of similar to what he's talking about, where you can like go back in time and like learn from mythical heroes or whatever. Skyrim kind of did something like that, where you have to learn like a certain dragon shout from these ancient Nordic warriors that fought Alduin the first time. They didn't. I mean, obviously, it was like kind of a one and done thing, but yeah, I mean, this isn't the first time that kind of time travel has been done in a fantasy RPG like this, but I wonder what they're going to do with it this time. Like how like time travel as a feature in a story makes things very, very complicated. So we'll see, you know?
Players
Players see the connection among the past, the present, and the future. What the fuck does that mean? You know, there's a lot of things that could do a lot of things.
현재, 미래가 이어지는 시점을 초월하는 이야기를 직접 플레이로 경험하면서 이 세계에 등장하는 수많은 인물들 그리고 그들의 이야기를 알게 되고 이를 통해 이 세계를 더 현실감 있게 느끼고 이해할 수 있습니다.
Oh shit!
This part makes me laugh. This guy right here, like
This motherfucker.
it seems like he's climbing a mountain, but he's not.
이야기를 알게 되고 이를 통해
Like right here.
Yeah,
Like-
that's showbiz, you know? That's practical
He said
effects.
that shit.
That's practical effects, you know? That's how back in those old Batman films and the old Batman TV shows, that's how they would film it to make it look like they were climbing up a wall with a rope. They would just have a rope on the ground and they would be standing and walking and acting like they were climbing up the wall, and they just rotate the film 90 degrees to make it look like they're climbing. I'm not even bullshitting. That's actually what they did.
Yeah.
No way. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wonder if this character is gonna be like a storyteller, kind of like bard
Yeah.
sort of character.
Yeah, I don't doubt it because he was shown like many times. This video, this bard
He-
guy right here.
통해 이 세계를 더 현실감 있게 느끼고 이해할 수 있습니다.
Throne.
안녕하세요. TL 캠프의 게임 디자인 디렉터 이문섭입니다. 전투는 MMO의 부정할 수 없는 근간이죠. 앞서 소개드렸던 TL의 월드와 마찬가지로 전투 역시 하나의 결론만을 추구하지 않습니다. TL에서는 어떤 무기를 선택하였는지에 따라 유저의 역할이 결정됩니다. 유저는
Ain't no way.
That was a lot of different options to choose from.
Nico, you see what I'm saying, bro?
It's too much shit.
There's a bow,
TL에서는
crossbow.
He's got dual crossbows. Bro.
That's
Ain't
pretty
no
cool.
way.
어떤 무기를 선택하였는지에
Like a
Oh,
great
There you go.
sword,
Typical sword. Alright, I like it.
따라 유저의
and then
Daggers.
역할이 결정됩니다.
A
And
grim
then
there you
wand.
go. See,
like
that's
wand
sick.
and spellbook. Yeah, that's pretty sick.
That's something
Pretty
new
sick.
right there. What? A grimoire?
In RuneScape, your character pulls out a little spell book whenever you do the teleportation thing. It's not
Fine.
the first time a spell book has been as a prop in an MMO, but I mean it is a little unorthodox, yeah, because usually it's a staff or a wand or whatever.
Yeah.
What's also interesting is whatever he has on his back, whether that's a type of spear or a type of axe or a type of fucking whatever, staff,
That's the
you know,
stuff.
it's a weapon that they didn't feature in that little animation blurb thing. So there are probably more weapons than what's being shown immediately right here, which is cool. The more customization, the better. You know.
유저는 게임이 정해놓은 역할인 클래스에 갇히지 않고 상황에 맞춰 얼마든지 무기를 전환할 수 있습니다. 두 종류의 무기를 조합하여 사용하는 것이 가능하며 무기 전환을 통해 강점을 극대화하거나 안정적으로 약점을 보완하는 전략을 세울 수도 있습니다. 이 밖에도 위기 상황이 닥쳤을 때 타이밍에 맞춰 자신을 보호하는 디펜스 액션도 무기별로 존재합니다. 유저는 다양한
Wait a minute, I want to go back
That
to
is
what I
exciting,
saw.
bro.
In no
This looks
way.
really, really cool. The animation and the visual art and everything that's going on here is beautiful. I love it.
Ain't no way
두
this guy
종류의
just
무기를 조합
boom bodied her back.
Get over here.
He said, "Get over here," and
They
then
got
just
that,
shield slap
The
her
chains
to
of
the
chaos
back.
type shit.
Oh,
Bro
that's
thinks
so,
he's Scorpion.
Blades of chaos.
that's so badass, bruh.
조합하여 사용하는
Just a boom.
And then switch
것이
into the
가능하며
dual mode.
무기 전환을 통해 강점을 극대화하거나 안정적으로 약점을 보완하는 전략을 세울 수도 있습니다. 이 밖에도 위기 상황이 닥쳤을 때 타이밍에 맞춰 자신을 보호하는 디펜스 액션도 무기별로 존재합니다.
Also, there is a parry system because he said each.
Yeah,
weapon
yeah,
type
that
of-
was the counterattack thing that we saw in the internal beta test, I think it was.
This guy just belly flopping on you. Oh
God
shit.
is that? Oh wait, hold on. Even like if you just do a freeze frame of really anything in these fights, you see really, really cool art design going on. And like
Yeah.
I've said, it's all max graphics, max everything, pre-rendered, whatever. It still looks fucking cool. And you can tell the art team was really just allowed to go completely wild and make the coolest, like most visually and in just awesome things that they could. The use of colors, the use of motion and everything, it's wonderful. I like it. It is
Yeah,
very, very
bruh.
cool. It
Like
is very, very
this
visually
right
appealing.
here. This is something I would see from Conan, bro. Like Exile with the sand.
Right,
going
right. And
on.
if you fast forward, just if you do like go forward just a little bit, right? Like literally just a few frames, you see him do the teleport, and then he does like a bunch of slashing attacks really
무기
quickly.
전환을 통해
Right there, right? That
Yeah.
teleport animation could have been a lot simpler. There could have been a lot less flair to it. There could not have been such a poof of smoke around him, or the purple behind this enemy with the flaming hands. There could have been so much less put into this, and it would still be functional. But the fact that they are putting in those extra details to make the art style of this game really pop out, that is good news to me, because it means they really care about how the player experience is going to look and feel like. And if magic feels magical, if it feels like fantasy and it feels immersive at the same time, it's fucking amazing. And this looks like it's gonna do that.
Yeah.
통해 강점을 극대화하거나
Right there. That's
That
just slashing.
that swirl. Oh, fuck yes. That tickles my brain in exactly the right way. That is wonderful.
That scruffed chocobo on the right, bro. He's like, "Oh my gosh, what are you doing to him?"
Oh, just
My
okay.
God.
just look at what we just saw, right? That downward swing with
Yeah.
the pink, the black, the white, the bright flashing white on the inside. The way that it's not just sword swing with an action line of a slash and maybe some colors behind it. No, it's distorting the image of everything around it. That's so fucking cool.
It's so
Like
much
it makes
distortion. Even the NPCs around it can feel it.
Right.
Look-
It's not just that you're channeling magic through your sword to deal a big attack. Your magic has a direct effect on the world around you. Like this looks like this looks like it's inspired by black holes. But it has that blinding light in the center, a ring of darkness around it, and then, like bright like off discolored light on the end, and how it's bending the light of everything else to make the image distorted. I assume that this is a very powerful ability that's being used here, and it feels like it, and it looks fucking cool. Just like the Sky Whales, this was done purely because it's cool and it looks awesome. And I love that. The fact that they're doing things just because it's cool is a really good sign.
Yeah. And I love the part that the bird on the right was like, "What? What?" He feels the strength, the
He got
power.
lifted up off the ground, bro. Look at his feet.
Oh,
He just got knocked in the air.
that's good. That's a good one right there.
안정적으로 약점을 보완하는 전략을 세울 수도 있습니다.
Oh, he swapped weapons.
Yep.
세울 수도
Oh, does the crossbows, the dual crossbows? That seems like it.
Yeah, that looks like it.
있습니다. 이 밖에도 위기 상황이 닥쳤을 때 타이밍에 맞춰 자신을 보호하는 디펜스 액션도 무기별로 존재합니다.
Just the slam. I like that.
자신을 보호하는 디펜스 액션도 무기별로
Boom, boy. Just slams right into. Well, not right into the beat, but like a slam on the ground.
존재합니다. 유저는 다양한 기능들을 사용해 전투의 세부적인 양상을 조절해 나가게 됩니다. 서로 다른 무기의 스킬 연계를 통해 궁극적으로는 조합의 즐거움을 찾아가는 과정. 그것이 바로 TL이 추구하는 프리클래스입니다.
Ain't no way, Nico. Did you see that?
What?
서로 다른 무기의
So they're PvPing and they're gaining on this person right here in the mid.
스킬 연계를 통해
Fuck yeah.
궁극적으로는 조합의
He
즐거움을
stunned
Look at
them all.
that shit, dude.
This person stunned them all.
찾아가는 과정. 그것이 바로 TL이 추구하는 프리클래스입니다.
It dropped a whole meteor on them. What?
Sometimes you just gotta call the meteor.
That's pretty nuts.
That's gonna be freaking crazy, bro.
그것이
That's
바로
gotta be
TL이 추구하는 프리클래스입니다.
Jumping some guy with like your
유저들이
entire
자유의지를
squad and he just drops a meteor on you.
Yeah.
Proves how powerful he is too. Which is cool.
Oh yeah, that's badass.
그것이 바로 TL이 추구하는 프리클래스입니다. 유저들이 자유의지를 가지고 전투 참여 여부를 선택할 수 있도록
Oh, PvP?
PVP 규칙을 만들고자 했습니다. TL의
오.
필드는 대부분 안전지역이고
Most of ThroneandLiberty's fields are safe zones.
Interesting. Okay, so
Ah.
that kind of helps. I guess my concerns about just getting ganked in, out in the open by a bunch of people who just want to fuck with you. Let's see what else he's got to say.
보스나 지역 이벤트 등의 경쟁 콘텐츠가 시작되면 해당 영역이 전투 가능한 지역으로 변경됩니다. 이 경쟁에 참여할지는
Wait, gotta look at that. Certain
Certain
fields.
fields will become combat zones. Okay.
So literally on the map, it'll like display right there.
Mhm.
이 경쟁에
and then it says,
참여할지는
players can proactively choose to participate or not. I like that.
Cool.
PvP should always be done with the consent of both parties. You should just getting ganked isn't fun. I mean, sometimes it can be part of the game, like Dark Souls. It just happens and you just have to deal with it. But that's also pretty annoying sometimes. So I like this for an MMO. It's really good to make sure that PvP is something that both players agree to.
Yeah, because definitely gotta
You
cater
need
to
Red Dead
that.
Online coming in just raping your ass. for no reason at
Yeah,
all.
like that kind of stuff is just it's super annoying to try and actually have fun in the game when you have people who just grief like that and just ruin everyone's time.
Yeah, I'm glad that they wanna like do something to cater to casual players for sure.
Yeah, because casual players are most of players.
Yeah.
Like most people aren't super hardcore.
Yeah.
전적으로 유저가 선택할 수 있습니다. 내가 위치한 지역의 어떤 전략적인 플레이가 가능하고 예상치 못하게 PVP 상황에 노출되는 일은
There is no chance.
Oh yes. All right. I am I am no longer concerned with PvP grief. He has alleviated my concern.
없을 것입니다. TL의 월드는 다양한 특색을 가진 지역으로 구성되어 있으며 각 지역의 이야기를 바탕으로 진행되는 경쟁 컨텐츠가 존재합니다. 이런 지역 이벤트는 해당 지역에 있는 모든 유저들이 참여할 수 있으며 20여 분의 정해진 시간 동안 높은 순위를 차지하기 위해 경쟁을 펼치게 됩니다. 이번에는 길드전을 한번 살펴보겠습니다.
Ooh, the Guild
TL의
Wars.
필드에는 길드 단위로만 소유할 수 있는 오브젝트인 기원석과 차원석이 있습니다. 이 두 개를 통칭하여 점령석이라 부르는데 이들 점령석의 소유는 길드 전체의 능력 향상과 자원 확보로 이어집니다. 점령석을 쟁취하기 위해 길드 간의 치열한 전투가 펼쳐질 수밖에 없는데요. 전투에서 우위를 차지하기 위해서는 점령석이 위치한 지역의 지형적인 특징을 잘 파악하여 공격 경로를 설정하거나 방어선 구축을 하는 등 밀도 높은 전략이 필요합니다.
That sounds really cool. That sounds really, really cool. Having PvP not just be like who has the meta versus who doesn't and making it a game of actual strategy, that's tight as fuck. I'm into that.
Here goes that orange again, bro.
왜요?
Yeah, just bouncing along.
Is that a loot chest right there? Do you guys see that?
Yeah,
That
looks like
probably
a
is.
lucha.
That'd be a loot chest. That'd be crazy if they actually have something like that.
Damn.
안녕하세요. TL 캠프 캡틴 최문영입니다. TL을 더욱 TL답게 만들어주는 서비스 방향성에 대해 설명드리고자 합니다. TL의 모든 요소들은 모두를 위한 플레이라는 서비스 방향성과 일치합니다. TL은 처음부터 PC와 콘솔까지 목표하고 개발을 시작했습니다. 각 디바이스에 맞는 전용 UI UX가 제공되고 또 모바일에서도 스트리밍 플레이가 가능합니다.
Yo, what?
In addition, streaming play is possible on mobile. And the director
I thought they
said
weren't gonna do it. Not
Yeah.
the director literally said that it was can experience the game as you can with like PC and console on the phone. That's interesting. When I look at it at this phone, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's real interesting. I mean, I'm probably not going to do that, honestly. I don't like to play games like this on my phone. But yeah, that's interesting because I feel like mobile gaming is the biggest market for gaming. Because most everybody has a phone. Not that comparatively, not that many people have a console or a PC. So it makes sense that they would make this mobile gaming playable.
Not gonna be like on the App Store and be like install Throne and Liberty.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
weird. My brain is having a hard time wrapping around that one.
Yeah. And
Maybe I'm just a fucking boomer. I
the
don't get
thing
this,
is,
but
people weren't happy about hearing about this news, like a majority of people. Because when people hear like an MMORPG on phone, they hear like, we get the pay to win and all sorts of shit. Because
yeah, I
mobile.
get the concern there. I don't think that's what he's talking about, though.
No,
considering
that's
the
not what he's
other
talking. I'm just
reference
telling
he
you what
said.
people feel about games
Oh,
on
yeah,
phone. Yeah.
that makes sense. I don't think that's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
I don't think any pay to win stuff is going to be because it's on mobile. There you go.
Yeah.
다양한 디바이스에서 더 많은 유저가 TL을 즐길 수 있도록 준비했습니다. 그리고 월드뿐만 아니라 캐릭터 디자인에도 글로벌 유저의 요구에 맞게 많은 노력을 하였습니다. 마을 주민 NPC의 표정과 같은 작은 부분까지도 세심히 표현하였고 사진을 이용하여 외형을 손쉽게
kind of cool playing the game.
작은 부분까지도 세심히 표현하였고 사진을 이용하여 외형을 손쉽게 만들 수 있는 AI 커스터마이징 기능도 제공됩니다.
Okay, that's cool, right? That is cool.
Alright, everybody leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Drop a like if you want us
Everybody
to play
leave a
Star
comment
Citizen.
saying something long.
If you made it to this far in the video, please comment something. Team One, so we know you actually watch this shit.
Watch how this video now has 10,000 comments and they're all some Ting Wong.
Dude, I would have a cult following.
손쉽게 만들 수 있는 AI 커스터마이징 기능도 제공됩니다. 또한 플레이 중에도 다양한 스타일의 외형으로 변경이 가능합니다. 수많은 유저가 함께 즐기는 MMO를 목표로 개발된 TL은 최적화에도 만전의 노력을 기울이고 있습니다. 유저분들의 쾌적한 플레이가 가능하도록 힘쓰겠습니다. TL의 메모리얼은 유저들의 진행도에 맞춰 순차적으로 개방되는 다이나믹 컨텐츠입니다.
Sky Whale.
Motherfucking space whale.
5년 전 디렉터스 컷 행사를 통해 처음 TL을 소개했었는데 이제 곧 여러분들과 TL의 월드에서 만난다는 생각에 가슴이 벅차고 떨립니다. 관심을 가지고 TL을 기다려주신 많은 분들께 감사드리며 기대에 부응할 수 있도록 최선을 다하겠습니다. 고맙습니다.
You can't see, but I'm not.
Yeah, he was literally like, yeah, the thought of meeting you all in person in this game makes me very excited. Comment
Motherfuckers, you gotta go. Tell your mom, tell your grandma, tell your sibling. Put this shit out.
Comment some Ting Wong if you want us to make more Throne and Liberty content.
Throne and
Before
Liberty
you leave.
impressions. See you soon. Peace.
Bye.